Me a ginger shot. It's probably the healthiest thing I could find in the airport.
Currently boarding routes 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Chicago. Over here, routes 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's not your boarding route. You will be assisted by line to turn. And reporting your lot 1 baggage personal. Two person appears too large or oversized or
That's
overstuffed.
gonna wake
You'll
you
be
up.
assisted by line to side. If you cannot do it this time as a personal, you have to pay for carry-over.
Man. Freeze grumpy already for real. So I know it's a pound of sugar in here, but the airport is slim pickings. I'm already not digging the food options. And I ain't went past the airport. As you can see, this Jamba Juice mango a-go-go smoothie. I mean, I'm sure everywhere in the world got their unhealthy food options, but the U.S., boy, everything is set up to kill you. Now, of course, you know I'm not going to be doing this every day, but you do this shit every day, it's going to kill you. I'm just doing this because I ain't ate nothing today. I haven't eaten since yesterday. Which lately I only been eating once a day anyway, but I wanted to eat, so close thing to some food that, I mean, this shit is processed too, but man. It tastes good, but it ain't good for you. Like I said, that ginger shot is probably the healthiest thing I can find in the airport. Even the water, man, it's crazy. Like all the little restaurants, all the little shops here in the airport, the only water that they have is Dasani and Smart Water, which you know both of them is trash. If you didn't know, they are. I'm letting you know they trash. So I'm like debating on whether or not I want to get some water from the airport. I really want some water, but it's like you gotta choose between Dasani and Smart Water. Slim pickings. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate y'all hitting the like button. What's this little? I see some like icon with a number 5 on the end. I don't know what that is. You know, I don't go live like this with the vertical thing too often, so it's certain things about it I'm pretty sure I'm not familiar with. But I don't know if y'all can see that. But off to the right, it's like a diamond symbol, I guess. I don't know if that's supposed to be a jewel or a diamond or something. It got number 5 next to it. I don't know what that is. Caden Carson says fasting is good. Absolutely. I've been on intermittent fasting for almost 4 years now. For the past almost 4 years, I've been eating only once or twice a day. I switch up. But 3 meals a day, I ain't did that in years.
Prospect needed at each 18. Prospect needed at each 18.
Been down a year now, broke back in the States. I ain't been gone a whole year. I haven't been here since last year. I left New Year's Eve. I was in the air when New Year's hit. So I left the U.S. New Year's Eve, landed in Colombia New Year's Day.
Group 6 on the board. Group 6 for today's flight to Chicago here.
Intermittent fasting is hella underrated. 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, 6-hour window is real good. Anything 6-hour window or under, you doing your thing. Man, Julio Don, you ain't ever lied. Hey, I got blessed this time, man.
I need you.
This is one of the rare moments I came through TSA and they didn't want to touch on me, man. I hate that shit. But almost every time. And I make sure that I dress like this with the sweats on, a t-shirt, so I ain't got no metal on me. And they still always want to touch on me, man. So fortunately, I didn't have to experience that this time. But this is something I ain't looking forward to is the food, man. Not looking forward to the food. Oh, diamonds are gifts. So that means I got 5 gifts? Is that what that is? I couldn't even see who gave me the gifts, but if you gave me a gift, good looking. I can't even see. I'm trying to see who gave me a gift. Sexy Slim, I see you. What's going on? Freeze got to see you do a lot about Andrew Tate's situation. Everybody been asking me to speak on that, man. I feel like he getting done dirty, but I probably will go live later on and speak about it in depth. Welcome back to the racism. They got a little bit of that in Colombia too, but it ain't nearly as bad as here. This is another world with it. Spoke with the Prince say, yeah, man, Death Row Mods. I missed the last live, but that Capo fool, he was way out of pocket, and y'all just let him talk shit. I didn't even see the last live was so quick, and I just wanted to get on here and talk real quick. I wasn't really reading the comments. I didn't even see them comments. I don't even know who that is. But good looking, supposed to the Prince. On your job. Death Row Security, you dig? Dasani is the worst. Yeah, man, Smart Water ain't too far behind it, man. They both terrible. I used to think Smart Water was good, but trash. Don't even stress yourself because you're doing your body a favor when fasting. Oh yeah, I'm already knowing. Hey man, hey, your body feel it, man. Your body knows the difference, man. When you fast, oh my, it just feel different, man. You feel more energetic, more lively. Your mood is better. Especially like not just intermittent fasting, but what you eat. If you eat the right things, man, I feel great. Only thing, oh yeah, I read that already. A hundred, right? 1,000 ingredient foods. Man, that's what I ain't looking. This shit probably got 1,000 ingredients in this cup. For real. Taste buds gonna go crazy. Yeah, P. I looked at it afterwards. It was like, what the F? Freeze wear your do rag inside out. I do wear it inside out, but it's that line. It don't matter whether I wear it inside out or not. I just took it off too because I wore it on the plane. So it is what it is. Spoke with the Prince say, Chris James, I used to be on Artesia between Clark and Downey. Good money over there. Yeah, man. That's that north side. What's the best water? Any kind of spring water. Even though I just seen something recently saying that the Walmart, I used to think that water was cool, the spring water at Walmart, but you know, nowadays they find something wrong with everything, especially if it comes from the U.S. Ray Gunn, good looking with the $2 holler. Blessing, glad you made it home safely, bro. Appreciate you, man. Ray Gunn always coming through. I'm mad I didn't see that gift though, and I can't even see who gave me the gift. You know, they do the gifts thing a little different than supers. Say P, what's the best place to go get my teeth done? I don't know. I know Columbia got a lot of good play, but you know, wherever you go, you gotta do your research. But Columbia, I heard is good. Well, I know it's good. I heard the Philippines is cool. Those are the only places I could really think of. I'm pretty sure they probably got some other good places to go too. What's cost of living cheaper in the DR? I ain't been to DR, so I don't know. But yeah, cost of living in Colombia is definitely the business. Even though the dollar constantly getting weaker over there, it done slowed down though. Where you visited? This year I've been mostly in Peru and Colombia. I spent 2 months in Peru, 6 months in Colombia. Almost 6 months, like 5.5 months. Salute for keeping Sin channel popping. You doing your thing with it. Appreciate you, Ray Gunn. Yeah, man, you know. So speaking of Sin's channel, right? Some good news and some not so good news. I think I might have told y'all before, but I was able to, you know, clean his channel up to a certain extent to where now they kind of letting bro channel be great, you know, more so than they was. You know, he had a lot of restrictions on his channel, but I was able to clean it up to a certain extent. So now it's kind of like more back to normal. That's the good news. But the not so good news is they ain't trying to let bro get that plaque right now, man. I just applied the other day or inquired about him getting his 100K plaque, and they said he's ineligible. And I kind of got some ideas why. They didn't give no specific reason. but it's pretty much to do with community guidelines. You know, a lot of bros' content ain't YouTube friendly. So, but what I believe, this is my theory. My theory is that, you know, because I got his channel on a good report now. Like lately, the content I've been putting on this channel is more YouTube friendly. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I believe if I continue with this good rapport, keep building on this good rapport with his channel, I think eventually they'll allow his channel to be eligible and, you know, be able to get that plaque. As of right now, YouTube on some bullshit. They ain't trying to get that plaque up, man. But you know me. I'm from Long Beach, man. We're gonna figure it out. One thing about us Eastside Long Beach cats, man, we're gonna figure it out. You dig? So we might be delayed, but we ain't gonna be denied. I'm gonna figure it out. Can you beep some stuff out and I think you meant to say bleep some stuff out and re-upload it? Yeah, you know, but see, I don't wanna mess with none of the content that Broden did himself, because you know it's like a certain nostalgia that come with it, man. When you can go back and watch his old videos and read the comment sections and all that kind of stuff, man. I don't want to take that away. So I'm gonna leave that how it is. I don't want to mess with none of his stuff that he did himself. Stuff that he did himself. I'm gonna leave it just how he left it. I ain't gonna mess with that. But moving forward, the new content, like I said, you know, I've been cleaning it up, and I think as long as I keep it cleaner and stay on the path that I'm going, I think eventually they're gonna make bro eligible to get that plaque. But there are certain things that I need to do too that I can do. Like I've been doing it, you know, whenever I notice it, because you know, bro got a lot of videos. But like certain language, like certain words in the titles and stuff, I've been cleaning that up as I catch it. But one of these days, I need to just sit back and just go through all of his titles and clean up all his titles. So can't hear you breaking up. You're going back live with some new current events. Pretty soon. Freeze back in the States, so we're gonna get P on the second mixtape. Laugh out loud. Show, man, I need to jump on some music for real. I've been working slowly, you know. I've been working on some music, but it kind of been at a snail's pace, man. I need to pick the pace up with the music. I have been working though. I was just brainstorming some shit on the flight just now on the music. Welcome back. Can we get a video about offering value, being with a woman with significantly more money / education? Oh yeah, you know, that's right up my alley. I could do that for sure. Matter of fact, let me screenshot that so I can remember. Shelby Doctor 901. I gotta make a note of that so I can remember to do that. That video of Sin talking about how he got in the game, working at Walmart, etc., might be my favorite video of bros. Yeah, that's a classic, man. I was sitting back listening to it when I was editing it the other day. Yeah, just take me back to the good old days, man. And speaking of Sin's videos, because a lot of y'all be asking me like, where's the full video from this clip? You got to watch the video all the way to the end, because when you watch it all the way to the end, it'll pop up like whatever that clip is from. The full video pops up within the last 20 seconds of the video. You gotta watch it to the end. Oh, and how I get back to the Q&A? I see the Q&A, but I missed the Q&A. I saw a few Q&As too, but I can't. I don't remember how to get back to it. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I'm not the most familiar with this vertical live. Worldwide Chris says, I hope he wasn't in Cali when that earthquake hit. No, I was in Medellin. I was in Medellin when it hit, and I felt it for sure. I'm in Quito, and I felt it here. Yeah, I heard y'all felt it down in Ecuador. I heard they felt it in Panama too. I heard they felt it in Santa Marta. You know, a lot of the places. But you know what's crazy? Worldwide Chris, just a few months ago, I was in Pereira in Armenia, which is like where it hit real hard, you know? Just a few months ago, I was out there, man. It's crazy to think about. But I definitely felt it, though. We're going to put that pivot quartet together. For sure. It's above the prince. I'm with it. Higher self says, blessings, freeze. Glad you back. You motivate us, keep evolving from the Windy City. Appreciate you, man. Drop music. Yeah, I'm definitely about to do that, Jamal, for sure. Wavy says, Sinful got me out here eating nothing but fruit and drinking Fiji. Long live Sinful, and salute to the coldest P in the game, Freeze. Wavy, appreciate you, man. Oh, man. That had me down when I was listening to that. Let her hand go, P, let her hand go. We ain't gonna take her from you. Could you do your own version of the video I just mentioned? What video did you just mention? Oh, you gotta do it. Your own version of that in depth. Oh wait, that video Sin talking about how he got in the game, working at Walmart, etc. Oh, you saying do my own version? I did a video like that. It's been a minute though. But I got a live too where I was talking about my introduction. But I probably could do it. I could do it more justice now. But yeah, I do got a video about my introduction, but I think I could do it more justice now. I probably will revisit that, do it again. Blessings Freeze, much love from South Africa. South Africa in the house, that's what's up.
Also remind the group 4 to 7 only allow one bag.
My black say, time to do like the Commodore say, Zoom again already. Zoom, zoom. Sure. Freeze when you get settled in the States, hit my line for sure. in the streets say, you wasn't in that earthquake. I was, but I wasn't where all the, I felt it, but I wasn't where all the damage took place. I definitely felt it though.
Group 6 will organize Group 6. Example group 1 to 6 will be 21 plus 28, 82, so it's 2008 wave. Example group 1 to
How about another remix to your intro? Is Heat, You Can't Stop the Game. I dig it, I dig it. Freeze need a welcome back celebration. No, I don't need that. I'm cool. I appreciate the thought of it though. But so this is something else I got. This is called Dragon Days. And this is also from Jamba Juice. See, you got the blueberries, the strawberries, the bananas. Got the acai, this white or cream color stuff. I don't even know what the hell that is, to be honest with you. Little granola in there. Y'all gonna have to excuse me because I'm about to nibble on this. Would you ever do a podcast? I think you and Game Guy Goldie would be a good one. Yeah, see, I would get on Goldie's podcast. I would do that. I wouldn't get on just any and everybody's shit though. A lot of y'all don't like Goldie though. I know a lot of y'all probably like, man, Freeze, don't do it, man. Don't get on Goldie's podcast. But I would get on Goldie's podcast though. A lot of other people's shit I never would get on though. Worldwide Chris said you was the only gringo left in Medi. Laugh out loud. I heard tourism been on a decline in Medellin, especially with the COP going up against the dollar. Yeah, see, and I kind of like that. But it's a combination of things that's going to slow Medellin down. And I think it's only going to be for certain people. Like you said, the dollar is getting weaker against the peso. And then two, no more Spirit Airlines. You know? Like, I just spent $800 one way to get home. Them people to be flying Spirit, you know, no disrespect to them, but most of them can't afford that. And as much as I didn't like paying that price, I still was able to pay it. But a lot of people who be on Spirit, you know, they can't afford them other airlines, so that's going to knock out a big patch of people who would be normally going to Colombia right about now.
start on route 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. He'll give you 21.
It's supposed to say that fruit cup look delicious. Yeah, it is. It's good, but this shit cold as hell. It's a side part. It's super cold. I was gonna ask if TSA let you bring that in from Colombia. No, I got this since I've been here. I didn't come from Colombia with this. No. I don't think they let you bring food in or nothing like that. Would TSA let you pass with clippers in the suitcase? Yeah, I got clippers in my suitcase, and they let me through with no problem.
¿Qué dijimos? ¿Qué dijimos? ¿Qué dijimos, hijo? Que no vas con tu mamá, hija. O esperarla. Ah, bueno. Acá vamos a bailar ahorita de vuelta.
Reading these comments, y'all, excuse me. Freeze need that Dr. Umar video Sin did when Umar got caught talking to the snow at the mall. Sin did Sin did the Teddy Pendergrass come and go. Come and go with me, Dr. Umar would. That's funny. I gotta find that. Oh, this shit got pumpkin seeds in it too. I didn't realize it was pumpkin seeds in there. You know, pumpkin seeds is super good for you. I'm trying to remember. If I'm not mistaken, I think pumpkin seeds help with testosterone. I might be wrong. I know pumpkin seeds are super good for you. Spoiled Prince, I don't fuck with dude. I'm already knowing that. That's what I said. Freeze, you been to Puerto Rico? Nah. I ain't been to Puerto Rico. I ain't been to DR. Matter of fact, the only island I've been to is Hawaii. Pumpkin seeds kill parasites. I believe it. I believe it. Car King said, man, the TSA in Mexico took my Afro pick. Damn, that's some bullshit. I was like, I came with it from America. Why wouldn't I be able to take it back? Oh, so you made it into Mexico with your Afro pick, but you tried to leave Mexico with your Afro pick coming back, and they took it from you? That's fucked up. I'd have been mad about that too. That's some bullshit. Right, Worldwide Chris. I ain't really thrilled about going to DR neither. Worldwide Chris say, I just can't see going to DR. From looking at it, from looking at the people who go, it seems like Trickville. I'm cool on that. Right. I mean, there's probably other stuff to do and other reasons to go, but it just seemed like that's the only reason. See, like, of course, Worldwide Chris, you know, just like I do, in Colombia, it's heavy tricking going on too, but it's so much more to Colombia than that. You know, especially when you go to the other parts of Colombia where that's not really heavily going on. Like over there in the coffee axis and shit. Unfortunately, where an earthquake hit. Thomas Clark said, you gotta touch the right cities in DR. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there's more to it than that. I just ain't familiar with it. You been to Cali? No, I still ain't been to Cali yet. And I want to go to Cali, even though I know they just got hit hard with the earthquake. I'm still gonna make my way to Cali at some point. See, it's so many cities and towns in Colombia that's dope as fuck. I ain't even been to half of the places in Colombia that I want to go to. But, you know, I've been to Armenia. These are all cities in Colombia that I've been to. I've been to Armenia, Pereira, which those are two of the cities that got hit real hard with the earthquake. I've been to Bogota and I've been to Medellin. I still want to go to Cali. I want to go to, I guess I could go to Cartagena. Cartagena ain't really on the top of my list. But they got a Colombian island called San Andres that I want to go to. I want to go to San Andres. I want to go to Buenaventura, Quibdó. That's where the black people was at. I want to go to Santa Marta, Bucaramanga, Cucuta. There's a lot of spots in Colombia that I want to go hit. Venezuela next. I want to go check out Venezuela too, but you know, they just had a big ass earthquake too. And I don't know what it's looking like right now over there. Oakland got hit today. What, with an earthquake? OEZ, you saying Oakland had an earthquake? If so, that's crazy. It's like earthquake season because I know Colombia just had the big earthquake. Right before that, Venezuela had a big earthquake. That Venezuela earthquake was terrible. Over 6,000 people died. I know Thailand had an earthquake. I heard Japan had an earthquake recently. It's like earthquake season right now. Any books you recommend, Freeze? Well, one of my favorite books is the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. If you ain't read that, I recommend that. And then from there, any books from Stephen Covey. His son is Stephen M.R. Covey. The father is Stephen R. Covey. The son is Stephen M.R. Covey. So, between the father and the son, any books that come from both of them, they all good. And then any books from Simon Sinek. Kai, the culture guy, yeah, 6,000 people, man. Yeah, Japan earthquake was crucial. LA, we probably next in line for another Northridge type quake. Man, suppose Prince, don't say that, man. Don't speak that into existence. And Northridge quake was pretty bad too. I mean, fortunately, it wasn't a whole lot of people that died in that earthquake, but it fucked up a lot of shit. Freeways got collapsed. We didn't have electricity for a whole week. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know Oakland had an earthquake today. But I've been flying all day, so. I ain't really been on social media, nothing like that. Or looked at it on the news or nothing. Yeah, it's a little acai bowl or dragon fruit bowl, whatever it is. Even though, like I said, I know I'm taking down a pound of sugar right now. Suppose the Prince said I was living by the 10 freeway off La Cienega, the part that fell down. Yeah, I didn't remember that, but see, I was living in the valley. I was going to school in Northridge when the Northridge earthquake hit. I was in middle school and I was going to school over there. And I remember the apartment building that I stayed in. A big ass slab came down, fell off the wall. I think I want to say it was the 118 freeway. Part of that freeway collapsed, I think. It was either 118 or, I think it was the 118. Yeah, it was crazy. Hosai says, you ever been scared to talk to a female, Freeze? Man, hell no. Well, no, I'll take that back. I've been scared to talk. I'm still scared to talk to a broke bitch. So I had to reframe my answer. I'm still scared to talk to a broke one. The broke bitch is scared the shit out of me. So yeah, I'm very afraid to talk to them. Just the thought of it. Just the thought of it is scary to me. Might have nightmares about that tonight. See what you did, Hosai? You about to make me have nightmares about talking to broke bitches tonight. Cold blooded, man. What you think about the Iran war? It's stupid. And the U.S. ain't gonna win. Laugh out loud, people gonna wake up screaming, "No, no, not a broke bitch, help!" I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat. For real. Lavish, what's up with it, man? Had it with you. I really was sitting here thinking about what's gonna be my next destination, though. I don't know. See, I want to go to Southeast Asia, but I don't want to go right now because I got kids' birthdays coming up. So I don't want to be too far away because of that. I might just stick around till after the birthdays and then go. But that's kind of what I got on my mind. Southeast Asia and just bounce around. I want to go to Indonesia. I want to go to the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. You know any ism in Indianapolis? It's a cat that I knew out there Indianapolis, man, but I ain't seen or heard from him in a very long time. I don't even know if he's still active or doing his thing or what. But it was a cat that I knew up out of there. You gonna knock on that PH or Okinawa? Hey, I want to go to Okinawa because Okinawa is a blue zone. Now, for those of y'all who ain't familiar with blue zones is one of the places in the world. There's only 5 blue zones in the whole world. But a blue zone is a place where they have the most people that live to be 100 plus years old. And I want to go to Okinawa for check that out. Yeah. Goodwill Johnson say freeze, baby Mike, back up and at him, man. The bounce back. He ain't in the game no more, but he's standing all 10 toes. I showed him the video you made about him when you was younger. He sends love. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, baby Mike, good peoples, man. I talked to him a few months ago. I need to check back with him and see what's going on. But yeah, he told me that you showed him that video, man. That's what's up. Good shit. Oh, baby Mike, that's my partner, man. Proud of you, fam. You stuck to doing you and staying positive. Got to, man. You know, the negativity is available, you know, without even trying. You got to be intentional. You got to go out, you know, out your way to get to the positivity, man. You got to create it and carry it with you wherever you go. Philippines, yes, sir. Just was on the phone with a broad out there. I'll go, yes, sir. For sure. Yeah, I want to go check all that out, man. Yeah, you're going to knock in Manila, Philippines, P. At least 3 or 4 by the time you leave. Yeah, right. You right, Uncle Zell. Loma Linda, Cali is a blue zone. Never knew. Yep. Loma Linda, the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy. That's 4. And then I forget the name of that island, but it's an island on Greece or island in Greece. Whatever that island in Greece, those are the 5 blue zones. I wanted to ask you about Dennis Jones. I met him a few years ago. Big Biz, yeah, Dennis Jones, man, that's a big name in the game, man. Dennis Jones, one of the ones. Dennis Jones, man, he wear that hat cocked to the side like this. Yeah, man, Dennis Jones be clean as hell, man. Come through 3-piece down with the hat cocked like this, you know. I carry. Both of y'all said it. Game oriented and Uncle Zell said it at the same time. I carry his island. Hey, did y'all watch that documentary about the Blue Zones on Netflix? I canceled my Netflix. I ain't got Netflix no more. But when I did have it, I was watching that Blue Zone series that they got on there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Frank White used to ride the limos. Yeah, man. Okay, Big Biz, you saying that Frank White? Yeah, you know who you talking about then. King of New York, man. Yeah, man. Good old Dennis Jones, man. Yeah. Dennis Jones, good peoples, though, man.
What's up, brother? Looking forward to seeing you.
Hey, this go to show you how when you just got a certain mindset, man, no matter what your circumstance is, when it's in you, it's in you. I think Sinful told y'all that story before, and I'm pretty sure I'd have told y'all a few times too. But one time, man, me and Sinful, we was in Hollywood, and we run into Dennis Jones on Sunset, right? This is years ago. We run into Dennis Jones on Sunset. Dennis Jones fucked up. He leaking. And so Simple tell Dennis Jones, he like, yeah, P, I got this loose little black bitch, man, that I can give you, man. I can put you on her line, man, and you know, I know you can have her right now. Now, mind you, Dennis Jones fucked up. He ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. He said, black bitch. Man, that's like starting all over. He said, man, that's like starting all over. Now, you know, he wasn't even, like his current situation was like oblivious to him. In his mind, he wasn't like, he was still the king of New York in his mind. You know what I mean? Like he was still that dude that was shaking it up in that Manhattan, man. Like he like, hey, bitch, it's like starting all over. And he was all the way. But see, that's Dennis Jones though, man. Like one day you'll see him, he'll be leaking, looking all scruffy. You see him a week later, man. He riding in something big, got some snow in the passenger seat, pocket full of money, doing his thing. He was popping it like he's still in the limo when I met him. Yeah, man. I done seen Dennis Jones up. I done seen him down, man. You know, but he what I like about Dennis Jones, he always the same person. You know what I mean? He the same person no matter how you catch him. Whatever his circumstance is, you know, he the same dude. So that's what I like about. Oh, Dennis the Menace, man. Yeah, I know about that yellow Hummer too, man. I seen him. I remember when he got the yellow Hummer. Now, mind you, that's one of them times that I'm talking about, right? Probably like a week before he got the yellow Hummer. I think Sinful might have been there too, but we was riding with T Mac. You know, T Mac and Dennis Jones, they go way back. We seen Dennis Jones, man. He was fucked up. It's out there in Vegas on Spring Mountain and Valley View. You see him out there, he leaking with the man. I swear it couldn't have been like a week later, man. He had that yellow Hummer. He had a blonde in the passenger seat. And he was back home having it his way. See, that's why, you know, you can't never count this game out, man. That's something that a lot of cats got real bad nowadays, man. You know, they it's like social media got people's minds so wired for bullshit and wired for negativity and wired to root against people. You know, they always want to count the ism out, man. You know, it's like you could see a Pete on doing his thing, and it's like if you see him on social media and he's shining, and then next thing you know, he ain't his campaign on social media ain't what it was, and he might have lost the hoes, lost the dough, lost the crib, the jewelry, everything. It's like cats be celebrating that type of shit. And not only do they celebrate it, but the people that surround that individual in real life, they like give them the cold shoulder. And the game don't go like that, man. You know, we embrace one another if we go to leaking. You know, because we know we all we got. But you know, cats got that shit real bad, man. Be rooting against the game and all that type of shit, man. That shit ain't cool. Soft and Sovereign, good evening to you as well. Welcome. Right, like Hosai say, keeping your fronts up is very important. Yeah. You know, that's one thing that ism, you know, especially when you get seasoned in the game, you know, you get good at keeping your fronts up even when the situation ain't the best. You know, a Nameless Name still got that. He was on some shit about that Hummer. I'm trying to think of who you talking about. But you ain't got to say it, though. Because last I heard, he was in the hospital. Damn. I hope he all right, man. I was speaking about Dennis Jones a few months ago too on the live, saying that I hope he cool wherever he at, man. Joe Blast, what's up with it, man? Right. Like Ron Rail say, Koreatown in Vegas. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You already know. Hey, they got that man. I don't know if it's still there, but one of my favorite Thai food places that I've been to, man, was right there on Spring Mountain in Valley View, man. And they used to stay open real late too. That was like the one Thai food place in town. They stay open to like 2 in the morning, man. That was my spot. I don't know if they still there, but that was my spot. I was just watching the Sin video where he reviewed you outside roasted SP. Hey, it's funny, Dave, because I don't know why that shit popped in my head, but when I was just on the plane, I was sitting back thinking about a lot of different shit, and that whole day popped up in my head. That was a very eventful day. Spiritual Wisdom Daily says, I'm a square, but I'm picking up what you're putting down, Freeze. A true friend is born from for adversity. For sure. Yes, indeed. Joe Blast says, Q, what does keeping up fronts mean? Keeping up your fronts is like, like if as a P in the game, we say keeping up your fronts, we mean like basically not letting them see you sweat. You might be going through it. Like it'd have been times where, in the game I'll be leaking, but you'll never be able to tell because my campaign is still intact. You know what I mean? That's what we mean by keeping your fronts up. Keep the appearance of things together. So that you still shining the way a pimp supposed to. You're not letting them see you sweat. You're not letting them see you down. And you might just be in between right now. You're going through it to get to it. But that's what we mean by keeping up your fronts. So the Prince say, laugh out loud. I never did like it, but after that video, I really don't let people call me SP. Yeah, and I done knew a lot. I done knew a whole lot of SPs in the game, man. That's a very common moniker. But yeah, some of them is cool, some of it is strange. It's a lot of different SPs in the game. Soft and Sovereign says, I've been studying your content for years and I've never been in the game. Extremely valuable information that transcends. Excuse me. You're definitely a master who mastered it. Soft and Sovereign, I appreciate you. Glad that you've been able to gain some value from this content for the years that you have. I appreciate that. I know a lot of SPs, and some of them cool, but some, right. Like my partner SP out there, Santa Ana, man, Spoonie. That SP is some good game, man. Spo the Prince, you know who I'm talking about. That's some ism. He's one of the ones like yourself that's on the cooler side of the SPs. You dig? Right. Okay. Similar to what Dre says about poise. Cool. I got it. Yeah, for sure. Pretty much that's what it is. Maintaining poise in spite of your circumstance. Mr. Baby Ape says, still RIP to Sinful. Yes, indeed, for sure. Lee Williams Music says, y'all remember that video I'm making about where Sin was like, did you get lucky? Did you get lucky, P? I've been looking all over for it. Basically talking about putting women on a pedestal. I can't remember. I'm not sure which video that is. Right, I met Spoon on Harbor Boulevard years ago, man. Man, Sepulveda the Prince, man. I know you missed that Harbor just like I do, man. Harbor was the shit, man. That was my favorite spot. Miss Harbor Boulevard like a motherfucker, man. I remember last time I tried to play Harbor, man, was like last time I tried to play Harbor was 2022. They hurried up and ran me up out of there. I sent my peoples over there. She wasn't even down. It was Saturday night too. You know, what used to be prime time, and she wasn't even there 10 minutes, man. They said, "Get up out of here." They ran them peoples right smooth up out of there. Freeze, do you enjoy Vegas more than California? I used to, but then again, I can't say that. I don't know, man. I'd had great times in both. But nowadays, definitely, I would say I probably enjoy California more. Man, I miss Harbor. I never really did like beach, but I played it. Now I like beach too. Now I can't front on beach. I done had some excellent days on beach. I can't say that about beach. I ain't got the same testimony as you about Beach Boulevard, man. Beach Boulevard is my spot, man. It ain't Harbor Boulevard, but it ain't far behind either though. Like I done had some beautiful times on beach, man. Good old Beach Boulevard. For sure. Osama said, can't stop the game, stay in rotation. I can't even listen to the Big Shaq one no more. Yeah, that's a big compliment, man. I appreciate that. I know you gotta listen to the one with Shaq and Biggie though. That version is still classic. Exquisite. Work hard to live it. Every place I visit, I got land there. How can niggas stand there and say I sound like them? Hello. Push Wicks back. Push Bentley drops his yellow. Got clips to extend from hand to elbow. Spray up your days in. Any telling you in. Surcharge. Bienvenido, mi gente. Ha ha. Hey, Surcharge. You know it's a trip. Yeah. That's one thing that feels strange about being back in the U.S., man. Being around so many people speaking English again. I be wanting to respond in Spanish when people talk to me. Like I done almost like people since I've been back out here. People will say something to me in English, and I be wanting to respond in Spanish because I've been around nothing but Spanish for so long. But Max B got one too. You talking about the to that Biggie beat? Tropicana and Decatur was a nice spot in Vegas. Yeah. Vegas is hot. They got drones and everything now. That's just about everywhere though. They got drones everywhere, man. Everyone definitely needs to get the Guard the Man book by Andre Taylor. For sure. Definitely that. What you looking forward to the most being back? Just seeing my kids and seeing my family. That's the main thing. Other than that, yep, seeing my kids, seeing my family. I need to go to California, see my parents, go see moms and pops. Hopefully, I get to see my nieces, my nephew, my siblings, and all that. How long you gonna stay this time? I don't know, man. I might stay. I might stick around like probably a couple months. Cause like I said, I got birthdays coming up, and I don't want to go too far and have to come right back for these birthdays. So I'm probably gonna. I might stick around for a couple months before I leave again. I don't know. Then again, I might go somewhere for a month and come back, then go somewhere else. I don't know. I kind of was thinking about that Guatemala, man. I just was there on a layover, and I do want to go to Guatemala. Shit, I might go check that out for a month or so. Stick around here for a couple months. I mean, a couple weeks. Slide to Guatemala or something like that for a month or so, and then come back. I might do that. I don't know. Ty Maestro said my pops retired from the post office after 38 years. Is yours still there? Yeah, my pops is still there. He's still there, and he's been there. Pop's been with the post office now for, I want to say, like either 22 or 23 years, something like that. A little bit over 20 years though he been there. But my pop started there later. Like he was already, I think, like 50 or almost 50 when he started at the post office. He was either 50 or about to be 50, something like that. Freeze, if you make about 4K a month, can you be comfortable in Colombia? You could be comfortable there with less than that. Well, yeah, you could for surely be comfortable there with 4K a month. I want to say maybe even if you make like 3K a month, you could be comfortable there. It might be a little different now because the dollar has gotten weaker out there lately. But 4K a month for sure. Yeah, if you make $4,000 a month USD, you can live very comfortably in Colombia for sure. Like, pay your bills, eat good. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Blessings Freeze, have you seen Gorgeous Dre and Faint the Pretender interview? Nah. I can't even bring myself to do it, man. I ain't gonna front. I started to try to do it, but I don't know. I just can't do it. Plus, Dre, that's my bro, so I really know Dre, so that's family. So I don't feel like I'm missing nothing in that interview, I don't even know how it happened, man. I wish it didn't happen. I don't know how it happened, but hey, it happened, so it is what it is, you know. But yeah, I can't even bring myself to watch it, man. It's almost like if you see somebody you love, your family or something like that, if you see them like going the wrong way and you want to stop them before they do it, like, no, don't go there, don't do it. And then they too fast and they do it anyway. I wish I could have stopped him, man. I don't like my peoples, rubbing elbows with lames and weirdos and shit like that, man. So I wish I would have had the opportunity to be like, don't do it, bro. Stop, man. Don't go there, man. you know. But see, everybody is different, though. I ain't mad at them for doing it or nothing like that. And uh, yeah, everybody's different. Teach their own. So why would Dre do that platform? It's I could see why he would do it. I could imagine why, but you probably have to hear it from him to know exactly why.
DFW International Airport. Using it for this house, especially this is a functional radio. And that's why there's no help.
I watched it and he actually wasn't a goofy for once. I mean, he was in the presence of some real games, so of course he's gonna try to be on his best behavior. That's one thing about Dre. He ain't gonna leave too much room for somebody to be on some goofy shit. So, yeah, I could imagine him, putting on his best, being the best actress he could be. How do you feel about the flock cameras and AI tools that police are starting to publicly utilize? That's another reason why I don't like being out here. That's another reason why I'm not. I don't even look forward to being here, man. Just stuff like that. You don't have them worries, man, in other parts of the world. Sir Charles says, how has living in Colombia impacted your view on Latinos in general? How has it impacted my view on Latinos in general? I can't really what I can say is it kind of reaffirmed to me what I already knew about Latino culture, which is that and speaking about Colombians in particular, because all Latinos ain't the same. Everybody different culturally and stuff like that. But what I'll say about Colombians is that they're very affectionate. One thing I like about Colombia or Colombians is that, you'll see a grown man my age or older. You'll see a grown man like 40, 50 years old walking down the street holding hands with his mama. I like seeing stuff like that. Or like, a woman in her 30s walking down the street holding hands with her mom. They real tight knit, affectionate, like there for each other. They real like unity is a big thing. Family is a big thing there, and I appreciate seeing that all the time. They're very accommodating. They look out for each other. Yeah, they're just good peoples. Yeah, their Latin culture is big on family, for sure. We call that cariño. Yeah. Being in Latin countries for so long, you think you are fluent in Spanish now? Nah, I ain't fluent. I've gotten way better. But nah, I ain't fluent. I wouldn't say that at all. I can hold a decent little conversation. I can chop it up a little bit about certain things. I ain't nearly where I want to be though. You know, definitely working on my Spanish all the time, and my plan is to get fluent. But nah, I ain't fluent. But that's one thing that feels different already. Like I said just a minute ago, man. Just I'm so used. I'm so used to being around nothing but Spanish speaking people. It feel kind of weird right now being around so many people speaking English. It's just different. I ain't been around this in a minute. They got something that will give you navigation to avoid the flock cameras, which is BS, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, I don't like. I don't know, man. Like the future of America don't look good to me. It really don't. Hey, Freeze, you should start doing reviews. Reviews on what though? Do you feel the lifestyle will be able to combat against all this new technology that is starting to be used against it? I mean, yeah, man, you know, one thing about people, not just within the game, but just people, period, we adapt. People gonna adapt to whatever the stimulus is. So yeah, everybody ain't gonna make it, but some will. The ones who's supposed to make it gonna make it. Bet I appreciate your answer. I just hope hoping more FBA can understand that Mexicans in California don't speak for the Latino massive with their politics. Nah, Sir Charge, you know, of course, obviously I'm from Southern California, so you know, I grew up in the like I grew up in a time where, you know, I seen it get to where it is. But no, I know that they don't represent everybody. Even they don't even represent it, the ones in California don't even represent all of their people. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of Mexican people that's cool, but you know that's the gang culture, man. It's you know the gangs don't represent everybody. You know, but yeah, no, I've been understood that. Hell no, EJ say, hey Freeze, would the pimp do a pop the balloon show? Nah, man. Ain't doing no damn pop the balloon. Hell no, man. Cause I seen some partners of mine do the pop the balloon shit, man, and that shit looked goofy as hell. And my one partner that I seen on there, you know, he behind the wall right now, so I haven't had an opportunity to see him since he was on that show. But I want to tell him so bad, man, don't never do no shit like that again. But free my young partner, man. He locked up right now. I thought you was gonna stay gone like Sin. Nah, I mean I could go about it that way, but see, you know, see what Sin did is not what you're supposed to do, but he was able to work it out in spite of that and make it work out for him. And what I mean by that is like the visa thing. You know, when you go to these other countries, you usually only have so long to be there. Excuse me. And I don't want to overstay, you know, my limits. So
Group 6, line number 1 for today's slide, group 6.
when you going back, I got to figure that out. I don't know.
Once again, all guys are to the side again this time. You guys oversized over the over city with the actual side the back.
Yes, it's known as reverse culture shock. For real, Sir Charge. That's what I'm having right now. I'm having reverse culture shock. For real. Game Oriented says drones changed a lot on how I move now with AI. The how the alphabet boys using it here in America, you're always watched. Yeah, man, I feel you on that, man. I don't know, man. It's that in a host of other things that I don't look forward to dealing with while I'm here. Freeze, how did you get your name? I got my name rapping, man. I became Freeze when I was 16 years old, man. I've been Freeze longer than a lot of y'all been alive, man. But yeah, I took on the moniker Freeze when I was 16 years old. No, wait. Yeah, 16. Yeah, 16. And that was my rap name. So I became real known in the underground scene in Long Beach under the name Freeze when I was in high school. And then once I grew up and started getting into the streets, the name Freeze just stuck with me. Everybody knew me as Freeze already, so it just stuck with me. When I got in the streets and started hustling and all that, and then from there, when I got in the game, the name Freeze just always stuck with me. Everybody always just knew me already as Freeze. But it started with the rapping, though. The Angel's father says, "Did your visa run out?" Not entirely. For the year 2026, I still have like 2 weeks left to be in Colombia. And you can spread that out, break it up however you want, or you could just do 2 weeks straight, whatever. For the remainder of the year, I got 2 weeks left to be out there, unless I get an extended visa, like a digital nomad visa or an investment visa, or that's one thing cool about Colombia. They got so many different visas that you can get. But as it is right now, I got like 2 weeks left to be out there for the rest of the year.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. More than 8 each time.
Right, like Game Oriented say, the strong will survive and the weak will die off. You ain't never lied. Okay, Sharon Watson, appreciate you with the I can't tell what kind of gift this is, but I appreciate you though. That's the only gift that I've seen though. I know I got some other gifts, but for some reason I can't see the other gifts. Sharon Watson was the first one that I seen, but I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody else who dropped a gift too that I haven't acknowledged because I haven't, for some reason, they ain't been popping up like that. That was the first one that popped up. You was messing with DJ Screw music back then, P? Yeah, man. For sure. Not in high school, but I wasn't really hip. In California, when I was in high school, we wasn't really hip to the screw music in California like that. Some people probably was if they went to Texas and got hip to it and came back. But yeah, I started learning more about it probably a little bit after high school, early 2000s type shit. Unfortunately, after screw was gone.
They're not texting.
Flock cameras are going to create better criminal activity. Yes, and that's really all. Like the key word you said, create. It's going to make people get creative. Oh, I understand. You understand that. I just hope other folks can understand in the chat, in the world, etc. For sure. Humans will always train the AI. Yeah.
Rodney McDonald, Julian Ross, Eric Cruz,
Sinful roasted Clyde and others in one video will never get old. Lojo, you ain't never lied.
Martinez, Ani Wall, Ani Redley, please report to your gate E to a secret flight.
Just call me L75 says Freeze what's going on with Andre messing with ain't in the beginner. Yeah, you must have just came in. Just call me L75 because I just was speaking on that. But yeah, I just was speaking on that. I can understand because the Kane the Pretender. And, of course, he ain't going to give bro credit. But what really took him to another level is him talking about Sinful. Before bro started talking about Sinful, wasn't nobody really checking for him. He started talking about Sinful, and that took his platform to another level. So now he's got I guess you could say, a decent-sized platform. So I can understand why Dre would want to collaborate with somebody for that reason. Because, the platform, the cross collaboration, the algorithm and all that type of stuff. I get that. So I can imagine that had something to do with why he did that. Do you miss the vibe of being outside the US? Yeah, man. I definitely do. You can also extend or get a business management visa. Right, game oriented. I know that's what, like I said, that's what I appreciate about over there. They got so many different visa options. Depending on what your situation is and what you got going on. Worldwide Chris says, Freeze, you plan to hit Rio de Janeiro and Salvador, Bahia, in Brazil? Oh, for sure, definitely. There's that other beach town that I want to. It's a beach town that I want to hit out there too. It's Paseo Jau. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. It's like Paseo Jau. I know I'm saying it wrong, but you probably familiar with where I'm talking about though, just by me saying what I said. But that's a beach town that I did a little bit of research on that I want to go check out in Brazil. And yeah, definitely for sure. But I do want to hit Rio and Salvador, Bahia, all that. Right. Yeah, the rotisserie chicken is a whole lot different in the States, P, for sure. Did you battle rap in high school? Oh, of course. See, that's what I'm known for where I come from, man. Like, if you go back to Long Beach and ask about Freeze, they're going to be like, Freeze the rap? That's what I'm known for out there. So, yeah, high school battle rapping, that's all I did. That's what I was known for. For sure, for sure. That's how I made a name for myself, where I come from, battle rapping.
Customer traveling on United Airlines flight 430 delayed service to Chicago. Air, please make your way to the
You want to come back suited and booted? Yeah, man. You know I got all my suits out here, so yeah, for sure.
service to Chicago O'Hare. Please make your way to the E700
You or Cali people mess with DJ Screw Music when he was alive, P? Um, I had heard of Screw, of course, when he was alive, but I didn't really get hip to his music until after he passed away. But I think that's kind of the same for most of us from California. Oh shit! Man, my battery is low. I didn't even realize my battery was so low. Ain't no power outlet right here. But yeah, we didn't really we wasn't really hip to Screw like that in California back then. You know, the internet make things different, man. You know, cultures cross paths on this internet and blend with each other all the time. But back in the '90s, it wasn't like that. You know, back in the '90s, if you wanted to know about LA culture, you had to go to LA. If you want to know about Houston culture, you had to go to Houston. If you want to know about Philadelphia culture, you had to go to Philadelphia. If you want to know about Miami culture, you had to go to Miami. Chicago had to go to Chicago, shit like that, you know. It wasn't the way that it is now, where you have so many people from all these different places on the internet where everybody can see each other. You know, if you wanted to know the culture about a place, you had to go to that place. So with that being said, you know, we wasn't really exposed. It wasn't that we didn't like it or didn't appreciate it. We just weren't exposed to Screw music back then. You know, the only way somebody will be exposed to it is if they come out to that place and get it and then bring it back to where they from. You know, that's just like fashion, right? Back in the days, New York is where all the fashion was, all the flyest new gear. You know, so what me and my partners used to do when we was young and we was hustling, we'll fly to New York, get some clothes out there that we know ain't hit the West Coast yet, and we'll come to the West Coast with all the fly ass gear from the East Coast from New York. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers will be looking at us like, damn man, where the hell you get that? Shit, nigga. Not nowhere around here. But you know, it's, like I said, it's different now, so everybody's cultures is all blended together in different ways and shit like that. So, you know, in California, the only way I could see somebody being hip to Screw music in the '90s is if they had family in Texas, and they went out to Texas for one reason or another, learned about it, and then brought it back to California. You know what I mean? But California, and then that's another thing too. California. Well, I ain't gonna say all of California. Southern California, LA in particular, we got the worst radio. Our radio station's always been trash. I ain't gonna say always been trash, but like we got the worst radio. You know, they don't support local artists like that. You know, all these other places, like even in the Bay support local artists, and everywhere else, like Texas, the East Coast, the South, all throughout the South, Midwest, everybody support their local artists. LA ain't never supported the radio stations in LA. The only way to support their local artists is if they sign to a major label. But like underground local artists, LA ain't never, you know, let alone underground artists from other places. You know, we ain't never had that type of radio situation. So Rise Up Over the Prince, like our radio is trash. Like that's one thing I always loved. Like back in the days, in the early 2000s, when I would go to Detroit and I would go to Ohio and, you know, different places around the country, you always hear the local underground